This is Leaving Certificate Maths Foundation Level 2019 paper question 5. Maya is travelling from Galway to Belfast by bus. The bus leaves Galway at 12:30. It makes 2 stops on the journey. The first stop is in Athlone, represented by the letter A. Later, the bus stops in Monaghan before continuing on to Belfast. The graph below shows Maya's journey. So there's Maya's journey. And use the graph to answer the following questions. Okay, so part A. How long did it take the bus to get to Athlone, the first stop? Well, you can see on the graph here. Okay, it started its journey at this point here, which is 12:30, because each box is half an hour, and it took 2 boxes, so it stopped there, which is at 1:30. So from 12:30 to 1:30, it took 2 boxes, which is half an hour each box, so it took an hour in total. So from 12:30 to 1:30 is 1 hour. So what time did the bus arrive in Monaghan, the second stop? So we go back to our graph. Now, this is how you know where it stops, okay? See where the line goes straight, it's not going up anymore. Okay, that means it's not travelling any distance, so it's stopped. So we continue its journey on, and then at this point here, it stops again. So you draw a blue line, or any coloured line, down till you reach the time part of the graph, and you see what time it ended up. Well, we said each box was half an hour, so that means that that point there is half 4, there's 5 o'clock, so in between 4:30 and 5 o'clock is 4:45, 16:45. Okay, so when did the bus arrive in Monaghan? It arrived at 16:45. Then the next question, for how long did the bus stop in Monaghan? So again, you see when the bus starts moving again, that's when the line goes up. Okay, so at this point, the bus starts moving again. So again, draw your line down to where the time is. And you'll see that it stops here, which is in between the 5 o'clock and the 5:30 mark. And in between 5 and 5:30 is 5:15. So it starts going again at 5:15. So if it stopped at 4:45 and started going again at 5:15, then the answer is it stopped for half an hour or for 30 minutes. And you can see there that if each box is half an hour, that between the blue line and the green line, that takes up a box amount of space, so it's half an hour. Okay, so then the next question. Estimate the distance the bus travelled from Monaghan to Belfast. So again, we're using our graph, and it started at 0. It went all the way up to Belfast there. Okay, so get your ruler and draw a line across to where the distances are, the kilometres. See, that's the time distance travelled, kilometres. And it's just before 360, so say around 350. Okay, so I estimate that it travelled 350 kilometres. Okay, so using your estimate of the total distance the bus travelled from Galway to Belfast and the total time that it took the bus to travel from Galway to Belfast, calculate the average speed for the journey and give your answer correct to the nearest kilometre per hour. So you take your total distance travelled, which is your 350, divided by the amount of time it took. Now, to figure out the amount of time it took, again, you go back to your graph. So here's your graph. And you see that it started at 12:30. It finished, you draw your line down, see where it finished. It finished at 6:30. So between 12:30 and 6:30, that's 6 hours. So it has travelled 6 hours. So that's where you get your 6 from. So you get your 350 divided by 6, and you get 58.3. They want it nearest to the nearest kilometre, so you round that up. The 0.3 adds nothing to the 8, so your answer is 58 kilometres per hour.